Before I get started, first off, foremost, I must give all honor, praises, glory, and respect to our Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahash, Yahweh Shai, give me spirit to this lesson. Must give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for the mighty work to do, and also mighty Shalom to the whole flag watching out there. Shalom. This brother and I come back to another quick lesson from GMS Camp Gary, Indiana. Then come back to another live lesson because we live in 2026, where it's up in the mix. And hopefully this video will be edifying to the whole flag watching out there. Now, sorry about the picture and sound because I'm working on my other phone. Forgot to charge it. So, it's all right though. Show must go on. But without further ado, we're coming up on these times, fastly approaching, you know, and let the unbelievers don't believe, you know what I'm saying? But a prophecy is going to speak for itself, as we see, and these quote unquote experts are bringing in the news saying that, hey, we're going to have famine. Hey, we're going to have blackouts. Hey, we're going to have economic crisis. Hey, we're going to have no gas. Okay? Put it all together, and you got Jacob's trouble, baby. People still saying, "Oh, y'all said Jacob trouble gonna happen. Y'all said back in 2023. Where is Jacob trouble?" Well, hey, it's coming, fool. Okay, you know, though it Terry wait for it, but hey, people are impatient. They when's it coming? But they not even prepared for it. But hey, the elect are prepared, man. We want the kingdom now. It's our kingdom and we want it now. Just like J.G. Wentworth. Okay? Because we're tired of this place, man. We're tired of suffering. We're tired of being on the bottom. We're tired of people looking at us like we nothing. We're tired of working for Esau, getting nowhere. Man, slaving ourselves to the bone and can't even get nothing. Okay? Working countless hours. Some of us working 60 hours a week and can't even make ends meet. Okay? People getting sick left and right, dying right before our eyes. All right? We can't even eat food. Everything is defiled. Okay? They even vegetables tainted. That's when you know we gotta get up out of here. So for all the people saying, man, they want to keep this place going, why? Okay, pretty soon the place is gonna be ran with robots. AI is taking over. Okay, you're gonna have to compete with artificial intelligence if you want to make a living. Okay, we we go. You want Trump to be president forever? You see, he's running everything into the ground on purpose. Okay, if you're not paying attention, it's done on purpose. Why? Because he's a puppet working for the so-called Illuminati. All right, duh. Okay, but that's why we're the watchmen. All right, watching out for what's going on, watching out for prophecy, and then we tell it to everybody else. Mainly so the elect can stay on point. Okay, because so we can know what's going on and we know what time it is, because it said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Okay, because this is the very same time where the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. Okay, he's visiting the earth, all right, with storms, with tempests. It's going down. Gary just, man, so, a lot, they're getting their power back on now, but a lot of them still in the dark. People in Dyer, some people in Hammond, some people in Griffith, they still don't have power. Okay, that's how real it is. And so these quote unquote experts are saying, We may have 18 months. That where did they get this number from? 18. They said 18 months. Okay. And what's 18? 6 times 6 times 6. Oh, putting it to pieces together, right? Okay. And imagine, man, people are going nuts with 8 days without power. Imagine 18 days. Imagine 18 weeks. But no, 18 months? Man, this whole place would be destroyed. Okay. America will be on fire. All right. And hey, guess what? That's prophecy, though. Okay. America will be on fire. All right. It'll be the lake of fire. Okay. And 2/3 of our people are going to drown in it. All right. They're going to be purged because they refuse to go through the straight gate now. All right. They refuse to be purged now, so they're going to be purged later. All right. And rightfully so, because they're just a bunch of, they're a rebellious nation. Okay. A bunch of sottish children, a bunch of mockers and scoffers. All right. Bunch of buffoons, a bunch of liars, adulterers, idolizers. They need to be destroyed. That's the only way that we gonna get better. Okay. What do you do with a house that's infested? Okay. That 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 is condemned. You have to destroy it and rebuild it. Okay. And that's 2/3 of our people, the so-called black, so-called Spanish, so-called Native American. They're condemned and they have to be destroyed and rebuilt. Okay. In the power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. All right, this is the book of Second Esdras. Let's get it started. Chapter 16, starting at verse 17. You know, hey, we get this a lot, but hey, here we go. You ready? Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Okay, this is how bad it's gonna get. All right, this is how bad it's gonna get. Where Esdras is is, is asking, don't deliver, but hey, we know who. Yahweh by Shemi was shy, baby. Okay. He's gonna deliver the true believers. All right. The sincere, the lowly, the ones who were repentant to Yahweh Shemi Shai, seeking him 10 times more. All right. Ones who've been sighing and crying for all the abominations that have been done in the midst of them. All right. The ones who would not bow the knee to Baal. Okay. The ones who are putting on the whole armor of Yahweh. Okay. And the ones who are trusting him with all thine heart. All right. Verse 18. Why? Because this is just the beginning. It says the beginning of sorrows. All right. We just getting started. There's more to come. A lot more disaster. A lot more destruction. Okay. A lot more calamity. A lot more chaos. All right. And great mournings. It's gonna be, I say it all the time, a lot of slow singing and flower bringing, baby. Okay, the beginning of famine. Like I said in the beginning of the video, they talking about that great famine. All right, all these processing plants where they process this processed food is being destroyed. Okay, the acres are being destroyed. What's Monsanto seeds? All right, William Gates of hell is taking over the land and he's destroying everything and trying to plant GMO foods. Talking about this healthier for us when it's not even real. What? And these niggas eat it up. This is what is wrong with y'all people? Now y'all know if something's not even real, it ain't gonna be good for you. It's not even gonna taste good. Maybe a little bit because they add a whole bunch of sweet chemicals in it for flavor, but it's no good for you. It's artificial, just like our people, man. Artificial. It's a dang shame. All right. And great death. We're gonna have great famine. People gonna go starving. All right. Stomachs touching their backs. And a lot of people gonna die from the famine. And the ones who don't die from the famine, they're gonna die from the sword. Okay, it's gonna be great death out here. So much that you're not even gonna be able to bury your people. It's just gonna be dead bodies everywhere, all lying on the street, carcasses. All right, you're gonna have to be stepping over them. That's how bad it's gonna get. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. You gotta say it like that too. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay, you're gonna call upon Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Thus saith the scriptures. Don't have no worry in your soul what's gonna happen and what you gonna do in that time. Okay? You just pray that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Be sincere, be genuine. Okay? Make sure you crossing your T's and dotting your I's so the Lord can answer your prayers. All right? And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai will deliver you in those days. Okay? When those evils will come, because it says it shall come. It's going to happen. Everything shall come to pass. All right? None will go void. None of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's words will go void. All right? For they was written in paper and they are faithful and true. All right, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague. Okay, the plague is coming. All right, zombies. Okay, tribulation and anguish. All right, are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay, it's sent for us to reprove our ways. All right, for punishment for us going off. If your child offends and goes off, you need to punish him so he can correct the behavior. And if you don't, what happens? The behavior gets worse, obviously. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is trying to correct his people before they wax worse. Before they get so bad, the only way is for them to be destroyed. Okay? Verse 20. But for all things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. With everything going on, just going through this blackout and in the future, prolonged blackout. They first they said 3 to 6 months. Now they're saying 18 months. There's a lot of sixes there, okay? That's how this devil get down. All right? With nothing to eat, no gas to go anywhere, no work to work, because AI is going to take over. All right? No hope for these people. Okay? And they still won't turn from their wickedness and their wicked ways. It's a dang shame. Nor will be always mindful of the scourges. They not even going to understand why they're going through it. They're not going to ask. Okay? They're not going to be curious. They're just going to be having that woe is me spirit. Why me, Lord? They're going to give up the rest of the hope that they even have. All right? If you're not girded and building your foundation upon the rock and upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you're going to give up eventually. You're going to throw in the towel. Okay? You're going to throw your hands in the air. And you're going to wave them like you just don't care. Okay? And a lot of you going to try to put yourselves to death. But hey, Death's gonna flee from y'all. All right. You're gonna try to shoot yourself in the brain, and instead you're gonna live with brain damage. All right. You're gonna try to slice your throat, and you still gonna be living, but you ain't gonna be able to talk no more. That's how bad it's gonna get. It's gonna slit your wrist. You're gonna be bleeding out, but hey, you just gonna have loss of blood. All right. Because the Lord is the one who decides when it's time for you to go. He killeth and he maketh alive. All right. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 14, starting at 14. It's like, let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. That's right. We need to gird up thy loins like men. Okay. We need to prepare for the end, prepare for war, the ultimate battle, Armageddon. Okay. And put off those mortal thoughts, all right, concerns of the world, all right, about paying your bills, okay, trying to go to these events, all right, worried about your job, okay, and what it say, that all the burdens of man, cast them away, okay, put your burden upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and he will deliver you, okay. Verse 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Anything that's bothering you the most, set it aside. Let it go. It don't matter. Because the time to come, man, you're going to be thinking back like, man, I can't even believe that I was even concerned about those things because they don't matter. Now remember what Solomon said, all is vanity. Okay? Except for this truth in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And haste thee to flee from these times, for yet greater evils than those which shall thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. All right, greater evils. All right, it's gonna be worse. Okay, the next day is gonna be worse than the day before. All right, verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Bad times, nothing but bad times everywhere, baby. For the truth is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasteth the vision to come which thou hast seen. All right, and that vision to come is the kingdom of heaven, baby. We have to be kingdom minded. Okay, putting all our treasures in heaven. Okay, arise ye and depart from this place, for it is not our rest. It is polluted, and it shall destroy us with a sword of destruction, baby. Okay, that's why we need to leave this world behind. Okay, and leave these people behind. Because they gonna be grabbing on your coattails, and guess what? They gonna be what? Holding you back. And then you're gonna get caught up with them. And then you're gonna be burned alive, baby. And you don't want that to happen. Okay, trust and believe. It hurts when you just burn your finger. Imagine when your whole body and your spirit is on fire. That's how bad it's gonna be. Just imagine that. Last but not least, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, starting at 5, baby. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. It's just nothing but evil out here. And ain't nothing good, and ain't nothing great. People, so what, every time they hear it's gonna rain, They saying, oh shoot, it's here in the Midwest, okay, in the Central Standard. Every time they hear rain, oh, it's gonna rain. Oh my goodness, they batten the hatches. Okay, batten down the hatches. All right, that's what they be doing now. Okay, trust me, I hear them. My own family even talk about it. Okay, strangers. All right, anybody talk about it, they say, oh no, another one. That's what comes out their mouth now. Okay, because only evil has beholders come. The scriptures tell you this. Okay, but we're the only ones listening. And the why how about Shemiah Shai? Because it's a gift, as you can see, as you can tell. Because the people who ain't watching, ain't paying attention, they don't get it. That's how you know it's a gift from the Lord. All right, a gift from up high, from the heavens. Okay, verse 6. An end is come. The end is come. The end is manifest, baby. We here. All right, we just waiting on a few major prophecies. And one is Jacob's trouble, okay? That famine. It's a blackout. Okay, that comprehensive cyber attack. Okay, FEMA camps, martial law. All right, the micro C to the hip, the mark of the beast. Okay, the Lord returning, the destruction of Babylon. Okay, and our deliverance into the kingdom of heaven. First class tickets. All right. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. Behold, baby, it's here. All right, the end is not near, but the end is here. It's just a matter of time, baby. Any second, any moment it can pop off. The stage has been set. All right. The stage has been set. The morning is coming to thee. Okay. O thou dwellest in the land. High time to wake up out of sleep. For our salvation is nearer than when we believe. It's nearer than when we believe. It says the time is come. The day of trouble is near. And not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. Okay, the Lord is going to pay back for everything that you've done, every evil thought and action. Okay, the Lord is coming for you, baby. And mine eyes shall not spare. The Lord ain't gonna spare your feelings. Okay, he ain't gonna spare you. Judgment is coming. Neither will I have pity. The Lord ain't gonna have no pity. All right, he's not a respecter of persons, baby. And I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thy abominations that are in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord. I will by Shimei, I will shine that smiteth. You gonna know it's the Lord that comes for you. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, baby. The end is here. Are you ready? Okay. The doors of mercy are about to close. And then from then on, it's pure judgment, baby. For the evil that you do and for the righteousness that you do. All right, he's going to judge you according to thy ways, baby. So you better hope and pray that you are on the right side of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And with that, I want to give all honor, praises, glory, and respect to our Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakarosh, The Wadi Habba Shimei Shah gave the spirit through his lesson must give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, baby, for the mighty, mighty work that they do, and also mighty to the hopeful left watching out there. Shalom. Yahaba Shimei Shah Bashim Kakdas. Right. That's right.